Hi, everybody. This is an exciting day here, and I just wanted to share some news that I got from my son a couple of days ago about his conference. And what I asked him for was the bios on his team members, and I've got those bios, and I want to share with you who they are. The conference is scheduled for July 16th at Bowie State University. So, those of you that have friends or yourself that live in the area, it's an exciting event that you want to go and see and hear what these young guys have to share. It's going to be a very exciting event. But I want to just tell you about the bios of these young men and what they've been up to so that you can realize that you're going to get a really great event. Some life-changing activities are going to take place for you. The event is led by my son, his group called the Cardell Group, LLC, a consulting firm that focuses on growing leaders and empowering teams of all sizes. He just finished an exciting conference yesterday, as a matter of fact, with the court administrators for courts throughout the world, actually. He has taught college in the area of communication and personal relationships and group dynamics and team building and leadership for the last 10 years or so. His classroom experience created opportunities to motivate, challenge, and inspire groups of students, educators, administrators, and nonprofits and leadership teams. And he's an author of his book called Leading While Green, How Emerging Leaders Can Ripen into Effective Leaders. His partner with this, one of his team members, is Mr. ELROY Bain. Mr. Bain is a producer of Faith-Based Network in Silver Springs, Maryland. He's passionate about helping people rediscover themselves through self-awareness, social awareness, and storytelling. He's married with no kids until further notice. In his spare time, he could be caught in a book, outdoors, scheming on how to save millennials from themselves. The other partner is Mr. DALTON BECKLES. Mr. BECKLES is a licensed clinical social worker practicing in Maryland and the District of Columbia. Dalton began his career in mental health as a therapist in Benton Harbor, Michigan area, where he worked with the homeless and dual diagnosed population. Dalton currently works at Pathways to Housing, D.C. as a clinical director providing housing to chronically homeless adults with severe and persistent mental illnesses. Dalton also established New Hope Clinical Service, LLC, which focuses on counseling, life coaching, and continuing education programs. The other partner is Mr. Chris Bartley. For the past 10 years, Chris has helped small groups and churches improve their effectiveness in ministry, leadership, and worship. His efforts, however, did not affect his own life of personal change, which led to his removal from his faith community and further homelessness. During that time, he was overcome by the powers of shame, doubt, and his isolation. Discipline taught him, however, to forgive himself and walk grace. And his homelessness produced a humility needed to serve with empathy, relevancy, and passion. As a survivor of self-sabotage, doubt, and depression, he now focuses on those considered anti-heroes, individuals who experience public humiliation and must overcome shame and isolation, while learning to effectively articulate their new narrative in a healthy life in both Christ and community. He established a recent consulting startup. Chris helps churches, solopreneurs, small businesses, and strategy, market research, and branding to better serve their community and clients. The next gentleman is Mr. Robert Kennedy III. Mr. Kennedy is an entrepreneur and teacher at heart. He started his professional career in the field of mental health, where he served as a counselor and director of community living. He spent 8 years in a middle school and high school as a middle school and high school science educator in the state of Massachusetts, before moving to higher education at an online university. During his time as a teacher, he made his first ventures into entrepreneurship. His ventures included a successful online music promotion company, a web development company, and an online training company. He currently runs his company, LEEP, Leadership Mentors, where he he spends his time speaking, training, and working with organizations on the value of effective leadership and communication skills. Robert is married with 3 amazing children. He's active in his community, where he serves as a president for the Association of Talent Development Maryland chapter and a Toastmaster division director, and active in ministry with his home church in Austin, Maryland. Dr. David DEFOE, our next guest, is a licensed clinical professional counselor, a national certified counselor, and a grief recovery specialist. He's been providing counseling and mental health services to individuals and families for over 9 years, and has worked with a diverse population of clients with a wide range of clinical concerns. He uses a very client-centered approach to therapy, and believes that each individual has within themselves a capacity to make impactful changes. Dr. DEFOE specializes in mood disorders, adjustment disorders, marriage and couple counseling, family counseling, conflict resolution, stress mitigation, crisis and trauma therapy, and grief recovery. He holds a doctorate of ministry from Andrews University in family life studies. The last gentleman, but not least, is Mr. Chip Dizzard. He's an entrepreneur with a passion for all things technical and media. He graduated from Copen State University in Baltimore, Maryland, with a degree in media art and communication, and discovered his love of web design in 1999 after creating a website for a local nonprofit organization in the DC area. He's helped numerous organizations build an online presence. He founded the new media firm Absolute Presence. The company focuses on web development, video production, and media consulting, with a focus on serving government agencies, nonprofits, and companies. Chip also co-founded PraiseVision.com, an online streaming portal where churches and ministries throughout the world can stream services live and on demand. His effort as an international lifestyle, portrait, and wedding photographer and videographer has been featured by CNN, Essence Magazine, Forbes, and Huffington Post. And as you can tell, with this dynamic group, this is going to be an exciting event, and we're looking forward to your presence. But if you can't come, send a friend or family member that is struggling right now with some issues in their lives, and this opportunity to hear and interact with these young men will be exciting and dynamic, and they would appreciate your presence on July 16th. It is an afternoon program from about midday, from about 12:30 to 6 p.m. So you will leave with the greatest of change ready to take place in your life. Thank you so much.